Might just be a bit slower. So yes, welcome. I've seen a few familiar names and faces on the list tonight, but for those who don't know me, I'm Marie Cooper. I'm CEO of CBE Limited, multi-capability subcontractor in Chesterfield. And for the last 4 years, I have been trustee of WorkWise. And unfortunately, because of the COVID situation, I'm stepping in for John Barber tonight. So I hope I do him justice, and apologies if I miss anything. But we're here to talk about WorkWise. Most of you must have heard of them. They're a not-for-profit organisation set up in 2010 by business, but to inspire STEM subjects and support education through working within manufacturing, right from primary education all the way through to employer collaboration. They've done a hell of a lot in different events. There's been some fantastic collaborations, and it is really inspiring, the work that these two amazing people do. If any of you not met John and Janice, it is their passion and dedication to the people that is really inspired me to get involved and stay involved. Their commitment to young people is inspiring, and their expertise that they deliver through the schools and businesses is being what makes this really work. They're supported by 5 trustees, 35 volunteers for the Guts Committee, which is the Get Up Speed Committee, 31 key sponsors, over 70 schools and 90 employees in the region, which I think is fantastic for their 10 years to show how they've dedicated inspiring young people into manufacturing skills in the region. They've had an impact. John tells me it's well over 10,000 young people's lives they've impacted in some form or another through work experience or something like that, which is amazing. But what they're most renowned for is what Sean wants us to discuss with you all tonight, is Get Up to Speed. If any of you have never been, it's a phenomenal event. It is free to attend. And it is highly interactive. There's a real buzz about the place, and it is really to introduce young people and older people and everybody really to the manufacturing in this region and what's available to them from a careers perspective or a business perspective. And we've got some fantastic things going off in the area that they all get involved in and join in. So introduce, inspire, inform and interact, that is the event really, is what it's all about. Unfortunately this year it's been postponed, but we'll go on to that a little bit. The event is for young people and influencers of young people. So we've had ages from 8 to 25. And it's not only about inspiring the young generation, but it's also changing the perceptions of the older generations. A lot of the people in this area are second, third generation mining sector industries, and we have to change their views on what manufacturing is all about in this region. It's not the same old dirty, greasy, grimy industry that most people remember from this area. But we can't do that without any of the employers. So it is really a joint effort for everybody to get engaged and get involved and really have a fantastic fun day. It started in 2010 in the Blue Shed. I think some of you on the call will actually remember. I think John needs to update some of this. It's inspired and led by business. It's hands-on. We have inspirational speakers and role models right through from apprentices through to business people who have been there, done it, wore the t-shirt. And Janice runs the Amazing Innovation Competition, which is a link for businesses to get involved with schools and actually come up with a business problem. It's absolutely fantastic opportunity to link with young people and showcase an opportunity to show their skills and attributes. It's grown year on year, and I think even in the last year you can see the difference in the number of visitors and the people that are getting involved. To have over 100 exhibitors this year and over 4,000 visitors, I think it's fair to say John and Janice were really proud that the 10th anniversary were going to be a phenomenal event. It has in the last couple of years reached local and regional and even national press coverage through TV and radio. We've never had the local newsers on, which John's always wanted, but the word is certainly getting out there a lot more, and we want to keep doing that. We want to get more and more people involved and see this event grow and grow even further. So like I said, unfortunately, it was really disappointing for the team, and John and Janice in particular. They'd worked really hard to get it to this point. But if it had have happened, it would have been on the 25th of March at Magna Science Adventure. We had a business breakfast planned, which were going to be involving students, where they got involved in talking to business people. And then the main event would have opened at 9:30 and stayed open until 5, and that would have been just full of interactive exhibits, hands-on activities, and really visioning the future of what manufacturing is all about. They'd got guest speakers lined up for the day. We'd got workshops, even a Guts Games Maker this year, which is a new thing that John had got really planned. He's not really told much of us what it's all about, but I heard it was going to be inspirational. And then obviously we have the VIP lunch, which brings in quite a lot of the dignitaries in the area, including the mayors of all the regions, the Master Cutler, and really other key people, business opportunities in the area. And it was the 10th anniversary. So John, we'd planned a big after party for the team, you know, a celebration in, you know, an event that had actually been run really, really well this year. So disappointing, but I think we still had what I hope you will agree is still a fantastic lineup to a great event. Just some of the businesses, not all of them are up there. John put this slide together of some of the key businesses. Some of you might recognise the names up there, some might be businesses of yours, but there's not enough. We want more and more people involved. So if you don't see your name and you want to see it, then you know we need to get discussing how you can get involved. Some phenomenal feedback. I'll let you read some of them. They are real comments from people that John's had, feedback from the day. Most of it is just formidable. It's fantastic. I think the one that sticks out for me is, you know, excellent event, congratulations. It was clear from the numbers and decibels you're onto a winner. The one thing for me is if you've never been in Magna, there is such a noise, a buzz, a fantastic. If you can't get energized from the atmosphere in Magna on that day, you know, I challenge you all to even have a go. It is just fantastic buzz of kids interacting with business people, trying different events, being inspired, having fun, but connecting with people that they would never get the opportunities to do without the event running. So it is an amazing opportunity. The website is there. There is thousands and thousands of photos and some really good videos. If you've not been to the event and you really want to see what it's all about, there is some really good clips that John and Janice have got done through media that pulls together the event, and you can really see and showcase what the day feels like. You can see there the number of people that's in one of the events, and it's pretty much like that most of the day. There is a real buzz of kids getting involved. It's fantastic. So really what the pitch is from us and Workwise tonight is really, if you're not involved, how do you get involved? You know, you can exhibit, we can sponsor, you can champion, you know, there's all of us business champions across there, which I know there's going to be a speech on later on, but just promoting ideas, links, how we can inspire young people into taking STEM careers, STEM subjects, and getting engaged in what manufacturing is all about now and in the future. It is all about employer engagement. You know, the Gatsby measures now are forcing schools to link in with businesses, and we're wanting more and more businesses to do that. What Workwise do is they pull all that together in different events and make it easier for businesses to link with schools. And the more and more people we can get connected through the programs, the more kids we can get out to and reach. One of the things that you can do is share your stories, share your experiences. If we've had any people that's come in through the apprentice ranks or university ranks, or just how you got the career you got, what inspires you, you know, a lot of kids actually want to hear that. You know, they want to know what it's like. We've done a great deal of manufacturing work experiences, and every child that comes through the door says, I didn't think it were going to be like that. So sharing stories, sharing experiences, it is what it's all about. And that's it. Why get involved? You know, it's fun and interactive. You know, it does raise your business profile, and it is a chance for you to involve employees. One of the things we do encourage is if you've got apprentices or you've got younger people or people, send them, let them run the event. It's about what they can tell the young generations and how they can share their stories and experiences and just interact. It's a massive a morale booster, I think, is what we've seen from it. And the biggest thing for me is it is supporting future manufacturing in the region. We need to inspire these kids to want to work in the businesses that we all run in the area. Otherwise, we're looking at a gap in the market from a careers perspective, which none of us want. We want that new generation, inspired generation of the future to run our businesses and grow them to be bigger and better than what they are today. So, great opportunity. The date is in the diary for next year. Hopefully everything going to plan and we're not still in lockdown. John has set it with Magna, so date for your diaries, 24th of March. It is on a Wednesday, so it'd be really great to see you there, or start promoting what we can do, coming up with some great ideas, if we can get more and more opportunities there. But it would be really great to see the event even bigger and better next year and get more people involved. So I think that's it, Sean, other than just leaving mine and John's contact details on there. If anybody wants to get in touch, we'd really look forward to speaking with anybody else if they want to get involved or see more about what the event and capabilities of Workwise is all about.
Well, yeah, it's certainly a great event. I've attended it as part of RNN, and I found it really inspiring, really. The only thing I'd say to anybody exhibiting there is try and take something that's touchy-feely, so a test rig of some sort, anything that interacts, because your stand will be packed if you do that. If you just stand there with a pop-up banner, it's not that exciting for kids, so just make it interactive. That's the one bit of advice. But out of curiosity, I'm not sure if you said, but was it a figure of 3,500 school kids arrive? Is that the sort of figure?
Over 4,000 this year were planned to be there. Yeah. It is phenomenal. Throughout the day, John, he was actually trying to get the schools structured to come through the day. They all want to come in the morning, but we'd even pushed to open the event to after school as well. Some were bringing after school buses as well to fetch kids in. So it is growing and growing. It is more.
Okay, and here's a question Anna's raised. After the event, what feedback do you get? I mean, does it teachers, pupils, what kind of feedback do you get?
Yep, we get feedback from employers, from the youngsters, from the schools, and from parents who have brought. It is a combination. Some give verbal feedback. John actually does send out a form and ask for people to give formal feedback so we can take it on board. The majority that comes out of it is what comes after the event, which is what we work on, is to keep the connections. So the event is great for inspiring, and you're absolutely right. The more interactive things are, the more involved the kids get. And I think that's one of the challenges for employers, is to actually come up with something great, which is why our apprentices run ours, because they're the ones that come up with a challenge as to what can they showcase for the kids to do. So it is actually quite inspiring from that perspective as well. But it is all about that connection from what have I been inspired to do, and then how can I get that career moving forward. So that's the link from what comes from the event and how do we make them connections with businesses, to the schools, to the young people, so that parents or even teachers who want different events, down to employers linking with getting apprentices of the future. And that's where Workwise pretty much sum it all up, because they are the hub of that connection, if you like. They connect the people in.
I think Alan Lyons hits the nail on the head here, really emphasises the reach that Get Up to Speed has. And as we go through each of the speakers today, every one of them probably interacts with this exhibition. So the reach is phenomenal. Once you see the age groups and the spread, it's incredible. It's a great event. Hope it really goes well, and we will promote as much as we can. And I hope there are members in the audience who will interact with you. Email Marie direct or contact me, but just get involved whichever way you like. Is that okay for you, Anna?
Yes, thank you. Yeah. One follow-up question I have is, how do you quantify in terms of whether the initiative is working? That's probably where I was framing my question. That's where the question came from. Do you quantify it by number of uptake into the universities or colleges, or how do you know?
It's mainly quantified through business, and that the links that they're seeing through STEM engagement, I think it is the key, is people actually taking the STEM subjects, but actually getting more involved in the activities. The fact that, you know, there's over 4,000, you know, visitors planned for this year, and that started at 3,000 last year. So that's, you know, 1,000 more engagement every year. Still not enough, but it is actually progressing. And if we can inspire even 50% of those kids to actually take some form of STEM career. I mean, there is so many career opportunities, and some that probably don't even exist